Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I am Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful, depending on your geographical location and your time zone. And we are again to discuss. We're already in winter here, and all the trees are suffering from cold already. And we are going to be discussing. I wish to congratulate all of you, those that have joined us. You can see that our family is booming, it's expanding, and we are going to places. Thank you for appreciating us by watching our videos, and all your sweet comments have been noted. Remember, our channel is free, and you can comment, but no more slagging. So we are going discussions, and what is the discussion is basically about you might recall that recently, after years of suffering by Nnewi city, greater Nnewi, over poor infrastructure, the Anambra State governor made a dramatic intervention, which we always said that he would do, by awarding the dualization of Nwago to Nnewi and Nnewi to Ozobolo or Kija. So, which has set the online space on fire, because some of the critics and opposition was not expecting that. And since that time, a lot of criticism also has come on the way. You can believe it, on the way of Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo over the announcement and over the award of that contract. And bet me you would like to hear one or two they have talked, but I think we will dwell on one. Next time we'll continue on others. So basically, one of the notable criticism is that Nnewi doesn't need their roads to be dualized. That Nnewi, as a city, doesn't need dualized road. And a lot of comments online, this was raging. It's like a fire, a raging storm. So, and people are discussing about it, and I myself want us to discuss about these things, and I want also to hear your own opinion. You know, on those who are talking about this, they said why they are saying that Nnewi doesn't need dualized road is that Nnewi is better off all their roads repaired and rehabilitated than dualizing the roads. Their own reason is that many of the structures will be bulldozed, like without being completed, like Soludo did in Ekulobia. And on their own opinion, they said that the Ekulobia people, that area, are still suffering because of that. So you can see the level of foolishness some of the people can actually deploy in order to score cheap political points, or just to pull down something that they think is very good, you know, to paint it in mud. So now, you ask yourself, really, does it mean that Nnewi, as a modern city, as a great city, as Japan of Africa, doesn't need these narrow roads, which sometimes struggles to pass through vehicles? Does it mean that it doesn't need their roads to be dualized? That's what you have to ask yourself. A city that has thousands of containers and trucks pass through it doesn't need a wider road, dualized wider road. So that's what you first of all ask yourself. And now, when you ask yourself this question, you will now be able to come nearer to the answer. Nnewi as a commercial hub, an industrial hub, has a lot of industries, and those industries bring in big trucks and container conveying vehicles, which are huge enough to block most of these narrow roads. That's why most of the time those containers block the narrow roads, because Nnewi roads were not designed for modern time. It was like a chikason design when the vehicles are very tiny, and Nnewi was still a village. And most of the government in Anambra State have used Nnewi to campaign, but after the election, they normally disappear or set up a project they will not even try to complete. There is no urge or to complete those projects. So just to fulfill all righteousness. So no governor in the history of Anambra State has attempted anything except the lady that was actually from Nnewi, that was there just a stopgap when Peter Obi was impeached, and that's the only time we saw some few roads being rehabilitated, which is very sad for a great city like Nnewi. And this has not helped matter, and that's why the business of the regional suffered. Because without good roads, the only means of transportation in the city, you don't expect the city economy to grow. Because roads play a crucial role where you don't have rail. Even when you have rail, all of them complement each other. But in the case of Nnewi, it has none of them. The roads are not fit for purpose. So Nnewi really need dualized roads, because it will help for the economic expansion, so that the governor will, if we really want to expand the Nnewi roads, we need to demolish some properties, because most of them are blocking the roads. But I don't think he will demolish most, because if you have looked at Bulobia and all those areas, the expansion was not done wide enough. So the dualization was not wide enough. But if you wanted to basically take Nnewi to a 21st century city, some of the buildings has to come down. But I doubt if he will go far enough. But the fact is that Nnewi need dualized road. And the government of Anambra State under Charles soludo must be commended for this bold action. And that doesn't mean that the roads, other roads will not be rehabilitated and reconstructed while this thing is happening, because the argument is that once he starts doing this, he will now block the only road that is still motorable in Nnewi, and the other roads are bad. That's their own opinion. That's why they don't need this thing at this time, because it will affect their business. So I do believe also the government is not foolish enough. They will also be rehabilitating most of the internal roads, and they will also be creating bypass so that the vehicles will be able to move around, and businesses will be able to continue. You know, remember, those things are part of life. There is a saying that says no pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. So if these things are not done now, When do you expect these things to be done if it's not done now? That's why we must do things early enough to make hay while the sun shines. That's why if we don't do it now, when do you expect us to do it? So I do believe the opportunities, the economic advantages outweigh what people are talking about. Nnewi as a modern city cannot be a great city without dualization. It cannot continue on this narrow path of development. It must expand. The economy horizon must expand, and it must grow to a level that is seen all over the world. It must compete with other cities in the world. What is your own opinion on this? What do you think? Go to the comment section and drop a piece, and we will be right back there and continue this discussion. Remember, our homeland must be livable and it must be a prosperous homeland. I'm still Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. Have a wonderful time wherever you are. And see you in the next one, and God bless you. Bye.